guys, Luke here from BES Electrical. Just wanted to take today a bit of time out to show you guys how we remove a sensor from the program in a Fancom F38. Now, typically a Fancom shed's going to have anywhere from 4, 6 or possibly 8 temperature sensors within the shed, and there are times when sensors do fail. I would say more often than not it's probably a cut cable. Fancom sensors are very reliable, and in general they don't fail so often, but there are instances where you don't have time to repair a sensor, replace a sensor, or repair a cut cable, and you need to remove a sensor from the program so that it doesn't cause your ventilation to have any issues, over-ventilating, under-ventilating, overheating, things like that. So if you do have a faulty sensor, the first thing we can do to check is come to our overview screen on the Fancom F38. Within the overview screen, you can see we have each of our 8 sensors here. Now these particular sensors are all reading 25.5, but we've actually removed all of our sensors and we're only running from one sensor. This is because we've been doing testing on this cabinet, but to put it simply, if you want to check your sensors, you can go to this overview page and see what temperature sensor is giving you false readings. Minus 99 on a temperature sensor means that the cable is open circuit. If the cable is open circuit, it means that the cable's been cut somewhere. It could be chewed by a rat, it could be rubbing against guy wires and other equipment, and that's the reason why it's open circuit. It could be a bad connection as well. More often than not, we see cut cables in the field from general wear and tear. If it's reading minus 99, it's a cut. Any other value above minus 99 or above 0 generally means that there is a poor connection or a faulty sensor itself. So we can check our sensors from here, but if we want to remove that sensor from the program because we don't have time to repair it, we can do this. We hold the up and the down arrow together. We will enter a configuration menu. Now, within this menu, we can click on Installer. We go across to Inside Climate. Now you can see we have our temperature inputs here. Temp sensor 1 is analog input 1, so we type a 0.01 for analog input 1. Now, if you're unsure what analog input your sensor is, you can go to our booklet within the cabinet and find out. We label them logically, so generally once you understand this process, there's probably no need to refer to the booklet. It's pretty self-explanatory, but you can see here our analog inputs are labelled. So analog input 1 is temperature 1, right through to analog input 8, which is temperature probe 8. It's pretty logical. Now I'm going to go ahead, we've actually removed these sensors from the program like you saw in the overview screen. I'm going to go ahead and re-include those sensors. So if I hit the edit button once, we're on analog input, or sensor 1 is analog input 1. Let's make sensor 2 analog input 2. So I moved across the black box to number 2, and I'll just punch in here 0.02, enter. I'll go across to 3, 0.03, enter. 4, 0.04, enter. I'm going to go through and add those sensors back into the program. You can see now I've added those sensors back into the program. I'm just going to push this red page button and I'm going to go back to our overview screen. And I'll click on our sensor overview. Now you can see we have all of those sensors in place. Let's pretend we have an issue with sensor 5. We're going to go back to our overview screen. We're going to hold the up and the down arrow together. We're going to go to our installer menu. We're going to go to our inside climate. We're going to push the edit key once. We're going to bring that black box over sensor 5. And to remove that sensor from the program, we simply push 0.00, enter. We've removed sensor 5 from the program. You can see the dashes there indicate that we've removed it. I'm going to go back to our home screen. Sensor overview, voila. We're missing sensor 5. It's not reading. And our ventilation is now back to normal. Happy days. You can call your electrician or you can troubleshoot the sensor safely now. I will advise that if that is a humidity sensor, you do remove the fuse before you go and do anything with your sensors. Otherwise, that's it. Thanks for your time.